When you think of water in video games, what's your first thought? I bet quite a few of you just had flashbacks to the frustrating water temple from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. What about other moments though? Ones that aren't remembered for making you rage? Do you ever remember being scared by something in a water level? Ever just gaze out at a computer-generated body of water in awe of how beautiful it looks? Have you ever had a truly laugh-out-loud moment because of something that happened while in the water of a video game? Water in games can truly flood the player with all sorts of emotions that keep the moment with you for years to come. That's what this list is about. So join me as I count down my top 5 most memorable water moments in video games. If you've played any game starring the Blue Blur, then you already know where I'm heading with this, but on the off chance that you've been living under a rock for the past 20 plus years, let me tell you why he's on the list. Sonic's famous for having what just might be the most stressful countdown timer in video game history, and it's stuck with him in every typical game in the franchise. It's in the 2D games, it's in the 3D games, and it's in the games that feature both. Hearing that timer while playing immediately puts you in a frenzy to reach the surface, or at the very least, find an air bubble. That's why Sonic Drowning is my number 5 on this list. Dark and dirty are 2 words that describe this particular cavern quite well. Another word that describes why I remember this place even better though: scary. You see, when I first played this game I was probably about 10 years old and really didn't have much experience with water levels in 3D video games. So, when I swam through this murky water and into the small pipe below, and seen this giant mechanical whale shark thing with sharp teeth staring right at me, I was naturally a bit nervous to proceed. Thankfully though, once I did, I learned that Clanker was actually Gruntilda's garbage disposal, not an enemy, and he didn't like his environment any more than I did. He seemed scary, and I'm sure that was the game developer's intentions for first-time players. But he's not a bad guy. He just wanted out of the dirty water and into some fresh air. That's why my first encounter with Clanker in Banjo-Kazooie stands at my number 4 spot on this list. While Clanker may have turned out to be friendly, another aquatic creature in Banjo-Kazooie isn't. I speak of course of Snacker the Shark. Snacker is an enemy you first encounter in the level Treasure Trove Cove, and then again later in Rusty Bucket Bay. There are 3 reasons why Snacker ended up on this list. The first being that because of him, I can't go into the water of any family-friendly video game without thinking something's gonna eat me. Second reason is because he's faster than you are, which causes you to frantically jump out of the water in hopes you'll reach safety before becoming his next meal. The third reason is the music that plays that lets you know that you're on the menu. These reasons are what put this snack-hungry shark at the number 3 spot. There was no way I was going to make a list involving water without including this strange Easter egg. For those that don't know, in Saints Row 2 there are a series of islands with signs atop pointing you to go in another direction. Follow these arrows and eventually you'll come across an island that vanishes when you reach the top. Shortly after this you'll notice something large and purple emerging from the water. Being what was first seen as a Grand Theft Auto clone, I doubt anyone expected to find a giant purple bunny out in the middle of the ocean when they found these mysterious islands. I remember this moment because of how odd it was when I discovered it, because I had no prior knowledge it existed before I actually found it. That's why this purple bunny Easter egg sits at number 2 on my list. Yes, I know, I'm probably stretching my own rules here by including a moment from the game set in an underwater city, but you know what? I don't care. This moment is why I made the list.
Once you get the shotgun in Bioshock, head to Painless Dental. Inside, you'll see an empty chair and a tonic in the corner. The room fills with fog as you approach the chair, and when it's clear, the chair is now the resting place for a splicer corpse. You'll ignore it though, because you want that tonic. Again, the room fills with fog as you turn around. You're greeted by a dentist with no concept of personal space. Don't worry, he won't attack you as long as you stay perfectly still and don't provoke him with a weapon. Give him a reason though, and he will try to kill you. This jump scare moment taught me in games to shoot first and maybe ask questions later. I expected this moment in my playthrough, so I knew to load my weapon, aim, turn, and pull the trigger to take out the dentist standing right behind me. This moment changed how I play video games. It's why it's my most memorable water moment in video games. Hey, thanks for watching to the end. If you liked this video, please consider clicking the annotation on the left to see what games I think are the most visually impressive of this console generation. Also, if you like the content I produce, I'd really appreciate it if you click the annotation on the right to subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone.